Hello and welcome to Burning Waters of the Moon Tarot. My name is Desiree and this video is a reading for the energy of Cancer. So I've been using True Black Tarot by Arthur Wang, Lux Ex Umbra Tarot by Mystic, and Earth, Moon, and Shadow Oracle deck by Serafina Mesa. And we'll draw an oracle card at the end of the reading to tie everything together. And as I said at the beginning of the video, this is for the energy of Cancer. And what I mean by that is that we all have Cancer in our charts by way of the house system. Now, you may or may not have a planet in the sign of Cancer, but you absolutely have a sign in the sign of Cancer. And and because of that, I feel like we can always call upon these energies and use them as we see necessary. And sometimes calling upon these energies might be a little bit more difficult for some of us than others, but the idea is that it's there, and it can take a little bit of practice or maybe some persistence, but we can call upon these energies, and I find that comforting. All right, I'm going to do a split for you, Cancer, and then we'll do a shuffle. And I'm going to pull 3 cards from this deck, and those are going to be the 3 main energies that we'll be working with today, okay? And today is the spring equinox. How exciting is that? All right. See what's going on with you, Cancer. We have Hierophant in reverse, major arcana. We have the Ace of Swords. How pretty is that? And we have the Tower in reverse. So 2 major arcana, both in reverse. And then we have this beautiful Ace of Swords. Let me just give you a close-up of that. Look how pretty that is. I just love that. I love this deck by Arthur Wang. I did flip throughs of all 3 of these decks, so if you guys are interested in checking out the beautiful art that was done for these decks, the links are in the description. Okay, so we have Tower reverse and Hierophant reverse. Now, I'm going to go ahead and draw from the Lux Ex Umbra Tarot, Cancer. And let's see what is going on here. The Tower and the Hierophant. Sometimes it's a little bit harder to read these bigger energies, these more archetypal energies, without some greater context. And that's what I use this second deck for. It gives me another level to work with. To dive a little bit deeper into the message so that I can explain, I can see patterns, I can... Okay, one more good shuffle. All right, let's see what we got, Cancer. Judgment, another major arcana. King of Swords. This deck is in French, just FYI. King of Swords in reverse. So that's Heir of Air. Then we have the Emperor in reverse. Then we have the Knight of Coins. And we have the Sun in reverse. We also have the King of Wands. Heir of Fire. We have the Moon in reverse. We have the Tower. Oh my goodness. And we have the Page of Swords in reverse. All right. So this is very interesting because I just did a reading for Virgo. And Virgo had Judgment, the Emperor, the Tower, and the Sun. And I think Virgo also had the King of Wands, but that was up here. So let's see, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Virgo also had 7 major arcana. Okay, let me flip this for you. So I don't know if you know a Virgo, or you guys energies might be a little intertwined. Virgo's an earth sign, Cancer is a water sign. Both feminine energies and both very receptive energies as well. Okay, let me study this a bit. Pardon the silence, okay? So with our Ace of Swords, I'm getting truth. There's some truth. And I feel like the truth is like, hold on, is that, no, I don't want to say that just yet, because I need to see how these two are working along with that there. Okay. So the Hierophant usually for me is about the connection with divine, however it is that you want or do connect with the divine, meditation, spell work, altar work, whatever. I'm not getting that from this Hierophant though. I'm getting like it's that golden dawn representation of the Hierophant, which is like religion and rigidity and following customs. And so I'm feeling like there is a breakdown in perhaps like a thought process, a custom of yours, a culture, and it's revealing a truth to you, and you're beginning to look at things in a bigger picture. So judgment for me and for here is taking stock in your life. What the things that you're doing, are they in line with your morals? Are they in line with how your mother raised you, the goals that you've set for yourself? It's kind of taking stock, like I said, and looking at the big picture as it relates to you and the trajectory of your life. And these customs that keeps coming to my mind, or this rigidity is breaking down, and you're not having the best time processing this on a mental level. Like, you're really trying to make sense of this, and the thing is that you're not going to make sense of this, because it is not of this world. It is not of this reality. Right here with our emperor is very 3D, very earthly energy, building things and things that we hear, see, feel, and touch, that type of things that makes our earthly experience real and what it is. That is the emperor. And so you're trying to make sense of it in that kind of way, and it's really kind of bringing you into a place of more confusion. And so, and that's what I'm getting here with the moon. So the moon is that card of depth and finding things in the shadows. And so I feel like this moon is here to tell you that it is more. Well, see, the sun is also in reverse. Wow, this is... Let's draw an oracle card, Cancer, and let's see what the Earth, Moon, and Shadow has to say about this. I might even need to get another deck in here. I got a cool deck, the Ehrenberg Tarot, though I haven't cleansed it or put it on my altar yet, so I'm reluctant to use that one. I haven't even worked with it. I did a flip through of the Ehrenberg Tarot. Very cool deck, by the way. The artist of this deck was friends with Stuart Kaplan. And they both had a love for art. And he made this deck. He was inspired by Stuart Kaplan's love of tarot. And he looked at it in a different way. It was, I don't want to misquote him, but it's actually a very beautiful story, the Ehrenberg Tarot. I did do a flip through of it, but I'm sure other people have as well. Anyhow, let's see what this card has to say. Shadow and light, demons, shadow, and self-integration. So this card... self-integration. So I'm feeling here that with our moon in reverse, like there's probably, this is having tea with your demon. Let me read you what this says here. Flip my feather over. What is this? Shadow and light. One does not become enlightened by imagining figures of light, but by making the darkness conscious. Carl Gustav Jung. He's one of my favorites. Okay, let's see. To achieve balance in life is to embrace both the light and the darkness of existence. We often fear the dark and the unknown that waits within. Let's see. When shadow and light appear, the time has come to turn the tables on our monsters and gently step into the shadow for a cup of tea and a conversation. Ooh, okay. Arm yourself with self-love and compassion and do not be fooled by their deceitful tactics of shame and intimidation. Drag them out one by one into the light where you can face them head on. Let them know from now on. Let them know you now own, embrace, and embody the darkness, and there is nowhere left to hide. Yeah, so it's feeling like you're trying to make sense of it, but at the same time, you're still apprehensive or perhaps even scared of the shadow, of maybe the truth that you're coming into. And so you're having a hard time discerning and seeing what this truth is. But we have the tower down here, and this tower is a breaker of things, right? It's exactly what this card is here. Things are being broken down, and I feel once you know this truth, you are going to know exactly what to do with it here, and you have like some work to be like working on. Like we have this cavalier of coins, knight of coins, and the knight of coins is our slowest moving knight. He is fire of earth, right? And I think of lava when I think of this guy, but he's very persistent, and he's very tenacious, and he knows what he needs to do. He's focused. I get Taurus energy when I always attribute this to Taurus energy, because they're an immovable force that cannot be stopped, but they work slowly and on their own time. And that's what I see happening here. Like you're gathering this truth, and it's like you know it, you know it, but you're not exactly sure to get it, because you're not exactly sure what to do with it, because you're trying to make sense of it on a different level of thinking. Like you've got to go a little bit deeper. So we do have the tower up here, and this tower is in reverse. And so very odd that we have the upright tower and then the tower in reverse over here. And so what that really says to me is that you're in a way either consciously or unconsciously fighting this truth. You're fighting this realization. You're not allowing it to really illuminate everything. We've got the King of Wands here. And we've got the Page of Swords. Sorry, I'm translating in my head. Just because I know what a valet is, and I know what epi or epee, I don't know how to say that. I know those are swords. Okay, and so with these two, I do, yeah, you're like really, you're kind of fighting this illumination for some reason. You're using the brain power and the fighting power of the King of Wands to really not see what needs to be seen and not allow this tower, this to be broken down, not allowing this truth to fully illuminate what is going on. And then we've got the Page of Swords. And the Page of Swords, all of my pages are earth energy, and earth energy is very young and what's the word? They're like apprentices. They're young. They have that really excited energy. They're like go-getters, you know. And this page, he's the page in the suit of air, which is thinking and understanding. And so you're doing all you can to fight this tower, to fight the truth that is coming towards you. And you're not doing what needs to be done to fully understand this. And I think that has to do with here is that there is some kind of darkness that you're afraid of for some reason. Like there's something, I don't know, a monster, a preconceived notion. I'm not getting trauma here. I'm getting something that really freaks you out. But what this card is saying is that you have the power to overcome this monster. You know, invite this monster to tea, and you've got to tell this monster how it's going to be. You've got to say, look, buddy, you're not going to overcome me. You know, this could be something that is carried on from you from generations ago. This could be an entity that maybe has attached to your spirit. This could be something like that along those lines. But what I see here is just something very, very like not of this realm. It's like a battle that's being fought on like the astral realm. I mean, it's really, the energy I'm getting from this is just really, it's pretty cool actually. I'm kind of digging it here. But the thing is like this truth, you're fighting it. Like, I don't know, and you're trying to understand it in a way that is not, it cannot be understood. And so, I think it all boils down to this fighting, this whatever this person, thing, entity you need to take to tea and, you know, give them a swift kick here. And then I feel, and it's looking like that's the way that you need to go. That is the way that you need to go. Let's draw one more card because we're going to close out the reading with the last oracle card. And I'm just making sure I'm good on time. I've got to go pick up my daughter here. Whew. I really like this reading. I don't do much astral work. I've tried. I just can't really seem to get in there for some reason, or I'm just not aware of it. Sometimes I feel like I've gone, but I don't know. I don't know. if I'm going there, I don't remember it. I don't bring it back here. And there has been some times in my life where I've been able to control my dreams and do things in my dreams, and I lost that. And it's been probably almost a good 10 years since I've had that ability. Slowly my dreams are coming back. There was a point in time I didn't remember any of my dreams. Slowly my dreams are coming back though, so I don't know what that's about. I've tried many things to bring my dreams back, but they're not what they used to be. Third eye blind, ignoring intuition and self-doubt. Ooh, so why are we doing that? Okay, I mean, TTTH, this is in alphabetical order. There we are. In the land of the blind, the third-eyed man is king. At a very young age, the world begins to unravel our belief in our innate instincts and stifle our voice. By the time we are adults, we have not only lost our childlike curiosity, but our ability to trust ourselves. This is especially true when our instincts contradict what's considered acceptable by society. Yes. The older we get, the further separated we become from our spirit, and ultimately spend the rest of our lives seeking answers and validating outside of ourselves. When third eye blind comes up in a reading, it encourages us to acknowledge that deeper truth that has been buried deep within us by fear and doubt for so long. The situation at hand has culminated from ignoring the shouts and screams from our divine inner guidance. We must step out of our denial and step into our truth. I don't really see that you're denying your inner guidance, though. I don't see that. I think it really has to do with this, and perhaps maybe you're ignoring the calls to deal with this particular situation, or perhaps you're just too fear-struck to even try to work with this. I did a video, just like a little chat about transmuting fear into curiosity, and it was a pretty good chat. The gist of it was that sometimes when we're afraid of something, we should use that curiosity that we have when we're wanting to try new things or understand something, and use that to tackle fear. Now, I did put a disclaimer that there are some things that you don't need to tackle, like, for instance, a rattlesnake, or, that's the good, healthy fear. But in certain situations, when you're held back by fear of rejection or whatever, it would be good to look at it in an aspect, well, if I get rejected, what will happen? Or if I step into that group, approach that group of people, instead of being frightened by it, be curious as to how they're going to receive you, or what that person in the red shirt's like, or what that person in the blue shoes, where'd they get their shoes? Be curious in that aspect, and instead of being fearful of what they could think of you, or being stuck by fear. Instead of being stuck by fear, be driven by curiosity. Let me make sure I didn't flip my page. Now is the time to re-engage with ourselves on a profound level and practice speaking from our soul. It is time to stop stifling that inner voice and remove the blindfold and embrace our third eye vision. And that's a good overall for everybody, being third eye blind. Sometimes we've got to allow that third eye to open and to guide us, and not ignore certain things that we could be fearful of just because we're fearful of it. I know when I get nudges from my ancestors, sometimes I don't want to do it, but the nudge is still there, and it's like, oh my gosh, fine, I'm okay, let me just do this. Get off my back. So I can understand how you would not want to do something. But like I said, try transmuting fear into curiosity. I mean, who knows? Maybe you can be besties with this entity. I mean, not, you might not want to, but who knows? You know, that's what I'm saying. The curiosity as opposed to fear. What did I say? Driven by curiosity instead of paralyzed by fear. All right, Pisces, thank you. Not Pisces, Cancer. Thank you so much for spending this time here with me. I appreciate you watching my videos. If you know anyone who could benefit from this cool message, please share it with them. Hopefully we can help them out. And yes, again, thank you and take care. I will see you next video. Bye.